Hi, welcome to Overtime Chat, and I am so interested in trying to figure out how to do this recap for this particular series. I'm here today to recap season 20, episode 6, totally 90s Project Runway. Now, I know when you see me on the screen, I don't wear shit. I don't have nothing on but this robe and stuff, right? But I love fashion. I really, really love fashion. I really love Project Runway. This season, they went into for their 20th season. They went and found 20. They recalled 20 designers from the previous year, the best ones they thought from that season, and they doing like this all star. So it's 20. It's too many to remember and too much to write and too many notes to remember with 20 designers. So I've been watching it, but I started at episode 6. But even with episode 6, there's still too many because you got like 15 designers. I want to start watching it when it gets down to like 6. Well, really doing it when you get down to like 6, because maybe 7, because that's when the competition start really getting stiff. Because over a time period, these people have become friends, taking advice from each other, and all this type of stuff. Like so far, it's just too far out to be for it to be juicy. But I like the fashions, to see what people create and what they come up with. When I was a kid, I used to Vogue magazine, because it wasn't that many black magazines when I was coming up when I got interested in fashion. It was Vogue, and I think for black it was Essence, but more so it was Jet magazine, because I remember Jet used to put outside that girl in the bikini, the beauty of the week or whatever, they would put the black fashions from fashion designers in it. And I remember tearing out the pages and cutting and making little collages of the outfits and shit that I was with. So anyway, this competition was in teams, so they got to pick teams. I think by sandwiches, you picked up a cucumber sandwich or whatever that was, and whatever was your sandwich was made out of, that was your partner, and you got together in a group. But you could only use one. What was it? You had to use make they had to make a runway thing. What do you call that? A cohesive collection, but each designer had to make their own design for the collection, but it had to be cohesive. Like everybody shit had to somehow the collection had to fit together. And it was really interesting in the stuff that they did. They had a lot of excitement, because I know it's the reason why I'm so interested in it, because they picked the top ones from each season, so they competing their asses off. And I like Christian Siriano. I remember the season he won. I think it might have been 3, and he everywhere. He designed Michelle Obama. He just designs everything for everybody now. So anyway, I'm really interested in it, and I want to see it. So on this particular one, what I put, they had to make a they had to go to the store that they buy their fabric from. It's called Mode, and they get a budget of $500. So they went in the store and they buy all the shit. They come back, they got time to put some things together. They all pick a model, and then they have a day or half a day or so when their models come in and they fit them for their clothing. Then they have the runway show. So it's real interesting. But like I said, I'm talking to you about season 20, episode 6, the total 90s. And Jeannie Garth from 90210 was a guest judge, because they have a guest judge every season. So I look forward to seeing, like I said, I want to wait until they dwindle down to more people. Like I said, it's like 15 or 14 now, and that's too many people to, especially if it's a individual competition, and I gotta do, Katie did this one, this one did this one, this one, this one, and Katie and John got mad with each other, and then this soul and this one. I don't want to do that. I'd rather do it when it's like 5 or 6 of them. But be looking around if you're one of them people that like Project Runway. And I saw a little tidbit on that. Remember before Christian Soriano and Michael Brendan were it was this guy named Tom who was on there. He was at first like the show MC, and I didn't know he resigned. He said he quit and had nothing to do with money. He said he didn't like that when the designers made some stuff, that they couldn't take that shit. It belonged to the TV studio. So if they did something that was real good, this TV studio they couldn't have that shit. They couldn't have the design, but the TV people could sell their designs, or that was crazy. They wasn't. He said every time you turn around, they were taking something from the designers, and he didn't think that was cool because it was a competition. So anyway, it's a nice little story about he's a stand-up guy. He's a stand-up guy. So anyway, with that, I'm going to leave this little recap alone, and I look forward to probably around. I'm going to watch all of them and give a little brief on them, but I won't get down to the deets of it, the details of each designer, until the competition dwells down some. And that's my take on that. So you could have been anywhere in the world, but you ain't. You're here with me, and I so appreciate that, and I'm glad to see you. And not like, do whatever you want to do with the comment. Of course, I want you to subscribe. But anyway, have a good day. Bye now.